All right, geometry. Today we're going back again into algebra. Um, a review from our algebra days. We're going to be talking about slope of lines at specifically perpendicular and parallel slopes. We'll be talking about tomorrow. Um, so today we're going to find the slope, and we're also going to remember slope-intercept form of an equation. So slope of a line, the slope m, we label it by m of a line containing 2 points with coordinates x1, y1, and x2, y2 is given by the formula m equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1, where x1 does not equal x2. If x1 equals x2, then the denominator is 0, which means it would be an undefined slope. So if m is the slope of a line, b is its y-intercept, and x1, y1 is a point on the line. We have two different equations, two different types of equations. We have slope-intercept form, which is what we're going to use mostly, y equals mx plus b. Sorry, my mouse is messing up. So y equals mx plus b. There we go. And then point slope, which is y minus y1 equals m parentheses x minus x1. So first off, for line P, substitute 1, 2, 1 comma 2 for x1, y1. And so line P, we have first point is -2, -2. And point 2 is 1 comma 2. So m equals, well, y2, we're going to say y2 is, so we're going to write down our points. x1 comma 2 will be x1, y1, and then -2, -2 would be x2, y2. So slope equals y2 minus y1. y2 is -2 minus y1, which is 2, over x2, which is -2, minus x1, which is 1. So -2 minus 2 is -4, over -2 minus 1 is -3, which means it is positive 4/3. So that was my slope for line P. Line Q, again, we're going to use the same formula, so m equals y2 minus y1. y2 is 2, minus y1 is 0, over x2 is -3. You have to make sure that you keep them in the same ordered pair. -3 minus 2. Excuse me. 2 minus 0 is 2. Over -3 minus 2 is -5. Or -2/5. And that's our answer. So we're going to go through. I'm going to do 2 problems. You guys will have the last 2 for each of these. There's 3 sections that we're going to do. Determine the slope of the line that contains the given points. So our slope is, so I'm going to label these x1, y1, x2, y2. So slope equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. So y2 is 8 minus y1 is 0 over x2 is -2 minus x1 is 0. So 8 minus 0 is 8, -2 minus 0 is -2. And so that equals 8 divided by -2 is -4. So m equals -4. So I'm just plugging into the formula that we remember from algebra again. So m, my slope, equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 is equals. So this is going to be my x2, y2, x1, y1. So y2 is negative 5 minus y1 is negative 3, so minus negative 3 over what x2 is 3 minus negative 2. So when we subtract a negative, though, remember, we change it to a plus. So negative 5 plus 3 is negative 2 over 3 plus 2 is 5. So my slope, m equals negative 2 fifths. So that's 1 and 2. That's how you do those. I'm going to move on. Now we're going to look at equations of a line, or the slope of a line. So the first thing I want to do is I want to find line AB. So this is A, and this is B. And when I'm doing it graphically, I don't need to do the equation. I'm going to draw my triangle, and I always start from left to right, and I go up or down. So watch this. I'm going to draw a triangle from my points to my point. So I went up how many units here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6, and I went over 2. So my slope of AB is up 6, right 2. Rise over run. So 6 divided by 2 is 3. So that is my slope of AB. Now I'm going to go ahead and do it again for, I want to do one that's going to give me a negative. So I'll do CD. So CD, and I'll do CD in blue. So C is negative 2, 2, and D is negative 0, negative 2. So I'm going to draw my triangle here. And notice I don't go up, I go down. So that's a negative 1, 2, 3, 4. So M equals, I went down 4, so negative 4, and I'm going right. How many? 1, 2. Right 2. So M equals, now I just simplify that, M equals negative 2. So that's what we're doing here. EM, I'll just go ahead and do it for you, but you guys are going to have to write it. EM, notice all I'm doing is going up and down. This means that my X, my run, is 0, which means that it's an undefined slope. So the slope is what we call undefined. It's a straight vertical line. So undefined. And then we'll do EH. EH. So I draw my triangle. I went up 2, so M equals, I went up 2, and I go right. How many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So M equals 2 fifths. Can't be reduced. That's our answer. All right. Write an equation in slope-intercept form of the line having the given slope and the y-intercept. So remember, this is y equals mx plus b. B is my y-intercept, m is my slope, and b is the y-intercept. So with these, it's going to be pretty simple. Y and x stay. Y and x stay. Hold on. I froze, so I'm just gonna. We're back. Y and x stay. So it's gonna be y equals m. Well, m is 2. X, which stays in. And then b plus b. But since this is negative 3, it's gonna be minus 3. And that's all I do. Y equals 2x minus 3. Number 12. Y equals m, which is negative 1/2. Put my x in, plus b. B is positive, so plus 4. So I'm going to leave number 13 and 14 for you. 14 is a little bit, it's not tricky, but just know that when you put 0x, that cancels out. So you're just going to be y equals negative 2. But that's how you do this section, guys. If you have any questions, reach out. I'm available. I'll see you guys.